Ladies and gentlemen, Caleb McCourry. Whoa. I can only hear the applause in my headset, but it's there. Wow. Welcome to the show, Caleb.
Dude, I hate your neighborhood.
What do you hate about it?
23 miles per hour, and there's a
limit.
yellow stop sign that got me.
Sign?
Yeah, there's a yellow stop sign that I almost ran, and some people were outside watching me.
If it was red, would you have stopped anyway?
Yeah.
Oh, you would have?
Yeah, I would have. I obey traffic laws.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
The Cody Trout Pod.
I yell. I have a lot of road rage though.
Do you if you're driving to a traffic light and that light turns yellow, do you slow down or do you speed up?
Depends how close, but I've gotten cited for. I got a ticket for $180.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I cut it a little too close for when it was turning yellow. I sped up.
They give you a ticket for that?
Yeah.
That's kind of surprising.
And the cop was like, there's a lot of foot traffic here. Can't do that.
When he walked up to the window, was he kind of deciding if he wanted to give you a warning or ticket, or was he decided?
He was decided.
Ah, damn it. Sometimes you can sway it.
$180.
That's a lot.
And the lights, traffic lights in general are just, we should take them out.
Yeah, I think it's the government trying to control us.
Well, because I'll be in an intersection in the middle of nowhere and it'll be red for 3 minutes and there's no one there. And I'm like, this is fake. This is not real.
The ones I think in the middle of nowhere, I think they're just on timers. Like the ones in populated areas have sensors, but I think those have got to be just on timers, right?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It's the worst. That's what I get mad at the most.
Is traffic lights in the middle of nowhere?
Yes.
You know what would be a good segment is just things that make you mad. Because not a lot of stuff makes you mad. You're kind of you have a pretty sarcastic, dry sense of humor, and you're not really bothered by it.
Well, I don't get mad at a lot of stuff, but the stuff that does.
Yes. That's what I was about to say. When you do get mad, you can really crank up the heat.
I get mad.
So traffic light. What else? Are there any other things off the top of your head that just piss you off?
People who walk not looking forward.
Oh, like at their phones?
A lot of times they'll be looking behind them, talking or something, and they'll be walking.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, I've never freaked out on anyone doing that, but I've come close.
The way you say the word "come" makes it sound like it's spelled C-U-M when you say it.
Come.
The mustache is coming in nice, by the way. I remember the other day you said you might shave it.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it for a little bit.
It looks cool.
New year, new me.
Your look is very versatile.
Thank you.
The other night, I definitely told Dace this, but when I got to the show last Sunday that Dace was on at Bricktown, and you were sitting next to him, I didn't recognize you.
Yeah.
You had on a new hat.
I went to a party last night in Tulsa.
Yeah.
And there were people who did not recognize me.
That's crazy. I think
mainly because of the hat.
You had a new hat on. Usually when you wear hats, you wear them backwards. So you had a new hat on and the mustache, and it was dark. I walked by you, and you waved at me, and I thought, why is this Mexican dude waving at me?
I didn't wave at you. I just went like that.
Yeah. And you said, "Sup, Holmes?"
Yes, up. Because you thought I was Mexican.
No, because you said, "What's up, Holmes?"
What's up, Holmes? I love Kobe Bryant.
Go Raiders.
South Central LA.
But I remember I said, I sat next to Jason. I said, "Where's Caleb?" And he said, "Right here." I was like, "Oh, wow. Hey, there he is." So, okay, let me ask you this. I would say we're very close friends.
Yeah.
Because we've been in the trenches on this thing, you know? But
Getting in the trenches.
yeah, because we started comedy around the same time, I think.
Yeah. But I don't remember when we started being friends.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Our personalities are so different. How did that even happen? Because I don't remember the origin of it either.
I don't know. People are just drawn to me.
That's true.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm very drawn. Do you have a magnetic personality?
Yeah, I'm just glowing.
I think you have a certain mysterious quality about you.
I think I just started being friends with you because you're just nice.
That's very kind of you to say.
Yeah. Not very funny, but nice.
Yeah, it's not a lot of laughs on stage, but
it's
people
very
are glad
kind.
I'm there. Yeah.
No, I've seen people not like you on stage.
That is true. That is
The
true.
lady who flipped you off.
Yeah,
I still have
was
that
so
video.
Funny. That for context, I was doing a show.
He was making inappropriate jokes about losing custody of your children,
I did,
which was messed up.
I used to have a joke. I only did it a few times because I remember after that show, you were like, "When the fuck did you write that?"
I thought it was a riff.
It was like the in the moment the specific words were riff, but the idea I had before, and I was like, "This works." And I basically said, so I'm sober. I don't have kids.
Yeah.
But in the joke, I said that my cocaine addiction lost me custody of my
Yeah.
kids. And this lady in the back stands up and flips me off and goes, "Not funny. Not funny." And I thought she was playing around.
Yeah.
So I just kept going back and forth with her. I was like, "Oh, it's not funny that I chose drugs over my children." And she was not.
She was flipping you off.
I
And then
thought she was
I
like-
didn't see this, but then she fell, right?
Yeah, she got really drunk and she fell out of her chair and they had to carry her out. But
Not funny.
hey, at least she has custody of her kids, right?
I like whenever I see like my friends on stage dealing with the heckler, I always want to take the side of the heckler. I think that's funny.
That is really funny. That's one of my favorite things that you do is like in a conversation, if everybody's kind of talking and like building on a joke and everybody's kind of riffing on it, you'll butt in and be like, "Guys,
That's not funny.
That's not funny. That's really disrespectful."
It's not.
That makes me laugh every time. I've
not
said this to
funny.
you a million times. Nobody makes me laugh as hard as you do. Nobody. What on stage, off stage, nobody like I was installed. So I was doing like maintenance work this morning. We were installing a hot water tank, and the other guys I was they're like, "You do comedy, like what's your best joke?" I was like, "None of mine are good, but let me tell you one for my friend Caleb."
Oh my
I
God.
told him I won't spoil it, but I told him this joke.
Oh, the fingering?
Yeah, the fingering joke, and they both were like, "Yo, that's pretty fucking funny."
Yeah. I like that reaction.
Like I told it to him, dead silence.
I think you just laugh. I think you're just someone who laughs a lot.
I laugh a lot at your stuff.
There are some people who laugh at everything, so I just hang around them.
Yeah. Hey, listen, you put Dace and Tyler on stage, I'm dead silent. No skill, no talent.
I don't laugh a lot. I always feel bad, but I think stuff's funny, but I just people run bits by me, and like I'm just not laughing. I'm like, I think that's funny. Like you should try it.
Yeah.
But like it's
Very matter of fact.
but like, you know, when I'm running bits, I'm always going for laughter.
Yeah.
And I don't reciprocate because I'm a piece of shit. I just can't do it.
The times that I see you laugh the most, like especially at a comedy show, is when shit goes really wrong.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like when it's like when somebody's really bombing, or when something goes really sideways.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I can't remember any off the top of my head, but well, when Tyler got heckled at the show the other night, that was really
Because
funny.
that lady was just speaking her mind.
And you support women's voices and right to express. So when Tyler
funny.
shut her down,
She was like, real funny. That's funny.
Oh, that's good. I'm trying to think. When did we?
When like women walk into a room, you can just tell they're going to be a fucking problem. Whenever you're on stage and you see a woman walk in, you're like, no way.
I would love it if you were on stage and you saw a woman walk in and you were like, "Oh, hold on, no, can we stop this? You gotta go. You gotta go."
Yeah, no. No.
I would love to see you do that.
Yeah, I think the funniest thing ever would be if a woman walked in and I said, how old are you? And if she says like 41 or something, I'm like, no. No.
You want him to
40,
be older or younger?
Younger.
Younger, okay.
41? No.
What would be the cutoff for your audience? 17.
Yeah, not older than 17.
You know what I realized? Because this was a show a little while ago. There was like some younger people in the audience, like actual teenagers. I think teenagers have just like a different sense of humor.
Yes, skibbity toilet.
Yeah, because it was. I mean,
Riz.
yeah, nothing was clicking.
What's the funniest thing if you're a teenager right now?
Oh my gosh, what is the funniest thing if you're a teenager? Luigi Mangione.
Yeah, probably. Or just wanting to fuck him.
Yeah, I see a lot of that.
Luigi Mangione. Yeah, he'd probably be the funniest thing. I mean, Twitter's going. I'm on Twitter a lot. That's like where I doom scroll that for hours.
What's
and
popping on Twitter right now?
Luigi and Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
And it's all about like sex. All of it. It's just sex humor.
Is Nosferatu? I think my sister went and saw that, but I haven't seen it. You're a big movie guy. Have you seen it?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I want to though.
What is the, I guess, like brief synopsis? What is the story supposed to be about?
Count Orlok is this vampire. I think he's a vampire. Yeah, and he possesses this woman he's obsessed with.
Whoa.
And she's going crazy. And you see like what's her name? Johnny Depp's daughter's in it, and she's like doing all those weird faces.
Whoa.
that.
And that's acting.
That is acting.
That's what acting is being able to do weird faces on command.
But like the main thing right now is that she's being courted by a human, and he's just getting cucked because Count Orlok.
Wait, so he's possessing her. I wonder, is there a scenario where he's in her body, possessing her, and she's having sex with the other guy?
Probably.
Oh,
maybe not.
Ultimate cuck.
Well, no, it's like 18th century, so they're probably not fucking yet. Courting is like, I met you 10 minutes ago, and I want you to be my wife, so we can fuck.
Yeah, yeah. Did you ever see the movie Poor Things?
No, but my parents did. It was just porn, right?
Yeah, mostly, yeah. But it was interesting. It was very interesting. The first like 20-ish minutes are black and white. And I forgot who it was. I talked to somebody the other day that I asked about this movie, and they're like, it's in black and white, right? And I was like, well, I mean, a little bit of it. They never made it past the black and white part. They got bored.
I guess I need to watch it.
It's fine. It's long. It is interesting, but it's fine.
I'll watch it because it was Oscar mania with that one. But I recently saw Complete Unknown.
Oh, how was?
And I really liked it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm talking like this now.
Timothy Chalamet. He did good?
Yeah, he did really good.
I didn't know much about him until recently because people post about him on social media a lot. He's a like very interesting guy. He's done like those rap.
The press circuit he did was nuts.
Yeah. And his podcast with Theo Vaughn was actually pretty fun.
I didn't listen to it, but I saw the Nardwar one.
He comes across as like a fun, cool guy. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Didn't expect that from old Tim.
Once upon a time in your prime. I've been like doing that voice all day.
Is that how Bob Dylan talks?
Yeah.
Wow.
You ever heard his music?
Not really. I'm just not like a huge music person. I know that that's kind of crazy to say. Everybody likes music. It's just not my thing.
It's really cool.
So we never did pinpoint when we became friends. I think it was just kind of like we both started around the same time.
Yeah.
We both have been doing it a bit. I think when our friendship really went to the next level, the precursor to
edging
was the edging sessions.
Edging, yeah,
once we started our weekly edging
gooning.
session, once we started our weekly edge sessions with eye contact and group goons, that really took it to the next level.
Dace really likes those.
Yeah. You know, I asked Dace about it, and he said it's not about the gooning, it's about the emotional connection.
He's going to be so mad about this. He's going to be so mad.
He said his favorite part wasn't even the coming, it was the hand holding afterwards.
Yeah. And the kissing.
I remember at last week's Edge Goon Sesh, he didn't even pull his dick out. He just kind of wanted to be there for it.
Yeah.
He
did guy. Like over the pants thing.
We were like, Dace, whip it out, participate. He's like, no, I just
Dace Carlson.
want to be here. Dace Carlson, the best at the edging, the gooning. Really, really great edger. I gotta be. He can ride that line like nobody's business. Anyway, I don't even know if it's interesting to talk about the origin of our friendship, but I did want to say when we went to the Blue Whale and stayed in the same hotel room, that was really because I remember. Like we were friends, but we had never like gone on a trip together or anything. And leading up to the Blue Whale, the things you were saying because we were going to share a hotel room.
Yeah, it was Just my sense of humor is just I'm gonna fuck you. Just telling people I'm gonna have sex with you.
Caleb,
only to men. I would never do that. I would never do that to women. That's too creepy.
You know what's funny is you say like the craziest shit, but every woman we know is like, Caleb, I trust Caleb more than anybody. Because around women, you're very normal. It's only around guys.
Very manipulative.
It's only around guys that you say like crazy shit. But around women, you're like, hey, what's up? I'm Caleb. And around guys, you're like, I'm going to spread your ass cheeks.
I'm gonna come on you.
But no, I remember leading up to the blue whale, you were like, hey, as soon as you fall asleep, I'm going to fuck you in the ass. And I was like, okay. And then you said it like every day for a month. And I was like, I think this guy's serious.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm like this.
It was really funny.
I don't know why I do it.
Because at first it scared me. And then I
would only do that to very few people.
It is really funny.
It's not just guys in general. It's like Cody, Tyler, probably not even Dace anymore. He's kind of had enough with the gay stuff.
I remember the other night, he was like not having
I was sick for like a week and a half, so I didn't do comedy. I haven't like seen anyone in like a week. And then
injury, basically.
Basically an injury. It sucked. But then I saw Dace because we did the podcast. And I made a gay joke, and he was like, what do I have to do?
Oh, my God.
What do I have to do? And I was like, what happened over the week? And is everyone like ganging up on Dace, calling him gay?
I think what happens is, like, some of the people that we hang around, like, that do these open mics are a little bit degenerates, a little bit antagonistic. And when they like, pick at you and they can tell something gets to you, they will double down on it. And I think Tyler had made a lot of those jokes, and other people saw that Dace was a little frustrated by it, and so everybody's like, "Dace, you're gay." Like, no jokes at all. You are gay.
I've been called gay at open mics so many times. It's like
it's lost all meaning.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything anymore.
Oh man. Oh, what did I say? Because I think because when you're hanging it around at open mics, you just say a lot of like crazy stuff. Last night I was out to eat with Paige after the show, and the waiter had seen me do like a stand-up set before, and so he was like just interacting like more than just a wait, like say like friendly conversation, and he said something about like no, when I saw your set, it was really good. And instead of saying thank you, I was like, well, guess who's not killing himself tonight? And he got really weird. He was like, oh. And so, but then I tried to make it better. I was like, no. I was going to hang myself. And your compliment saved my life.
Double down.
I was like, I don't have money to tip you, but I hope that that saving a life makes up for it. I did tip him, by the way.
That's awesome.
I just thought it was,
Paige
thought it was really funny, so.
Cody doubling down is always a treat.
Oh, at the show last night, the crowd was like really friendly. So if you made a joke that was too self-deprecating, they would go, "Oh," like they were like.
I hate that.
So I said something about my grandpa like being disappointed in me, and they were like, "Oh," I was like, "No, you don't have to. Oh, he's dead."
Very nice.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh," had a little edge sash right on stage. I was like, guys, sorry if my pants are fitting a little tight. I was edging backstage. As soon as I finish up, I'm going to have my last goon of 2024.
That's awesome.
God, that's great. I don't even know if I am using the word gooning right, but
I would love to perform at improv.
You've like on the
stage at a show. I wish there were more stand-up shows there.
I know, there's very few.
Maybe we should do improv. We should do improv together.
Classes. I would do it with you for sure. That'd be fun.
Do a little yes and.
Yeah. Oh, like right now?
We can do it right now. This is what it'd be like. It'd be like, all right, Cody, it's great to be here at the grocery store.
Yes, and I'm glad that both of our wieners are out and that we're edging.
Yes, and we're gay, right? It's just to be the dumbest thing.
Yes, and but nobody knows it. Oh no, I fucked it up because I can't. Yes, we're gay, right? Yes, and we're here at the grocery store not to shop for foods, but to shop for phallic objects.
Yeah, yes, and where did this gun come from?
Yes, you have a gun and it's loaded.
Yes, and I'm gonna kill myself.
Yes.
If we did a class, we get kicked out.
Yeah.
We wouldn't get a refund.
I will say the environment, because I've done a few of those improv classes, the environment is like supportive to a fault. Like there's like if you say something kind of crazy, they're like, oh no, well we don't want to, you know, push that boundary. We're kind of trying to cultivate. I remember there was one in one of the classes, I said the word bitch, and in my scene that it was me and two other guys, and the instructor was like, whoa, hey, time out. I'm gonna pause you there. That's what they do, like pause. You know, I don't think that kind of derogatory language is like conducive to like the environment we're trying to cultivate.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're being a real bitch right now.
You're being a real bitch. That's
I
improv.
didn't say that. I did feel bad. I was like, oh no, I fucked it up.
I think that's also a good thing though, because I think unchecked improv could get crazy.
It was.
That
The
could get
classes were
wild.
fun. The classes were fun. I just had to make sure. I was like, all right, I got to keep the train on the tracks.
I think we got to do it.
It would be really fun. You want to improv a scenario?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you're a doctor. I'm a patient. And no. You're a doctor. I am the husband of a patient. You are telling me that my husband has just died.
All right. So I walk in the room.
Okay, yeah, I'll be like in the waiting room.
Mr. Troutman.
Yes. Do you have good news for me, Dr. McCourry?
Well, good news for me because I get to go home early.
Because the operation was so good?
Because he died.
Oh, no! You killed him, didn't you?
No, I mean, you signed it. Even if I did, you signed a contract where like we're not liable.
Oh, God. I should have read it before I signed. Did you?
Even if it was my fault, but
Was it your fault?
no, he shot himself. he brought a gun and shot himself. We were like, you're cured. You get to go back to your wife, and he killed himself.
You were just filling a cavity. How did this happen?
I don't know. I guess he expected to. I guess he thought he would die.
Where did he get the gun?
I think he brought it.
He brought a gun into... You let him bring a gun into the operating room?
I think he either brought it or he probably we have like a lot of spare guns. So he probably like used one of those.
You guys don't lock up your spare guns. What kind of dental office are you running?
Well, like I said, you signed a contract. So like...
In the contract, there was a clause that said if spare guns were not... I read this part. If spare guns were not properly secured, you could be held liable.
Like Survivor's on in 30 minutes. Like I have to leave.
Wait, is it?
But your husband's dead.
It is the season finale, though, right?
Wait, you're Mr. Troutman. Your wife is dead.
No, my husband.
Oh, your husband. Yeah, your husband. Okay.
Yeah. How do you feel? What did you kill him because we're gay?
No, he killed himself.
He pulled the trigger.
He pulled the trigger.
I would
yeah.
like to see the security footage, please.
I mean, we can't have cameras in the room. Only when they're asleep. But he wasn't asleep, so yeah, he just killed himself. And scene.
Now that's good improv right there.
Improv.
That's good improv. This is what they do at the end of a scene. This is what they do in the classes. This is not like a me thing. You jerk each other up just like a little bit. It's 3 pumps.
Scene.
3 pumps each. You go boop boop boop.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
You have to be hard to do it. So you kind of just keep going until it's hard. Then it's 3 once hard.
That's what we should do. Like, instead of like fist bumps or handshakes, passing off the torch, just little
3 quick pumps.
Yeah.
That's good.
Quick pumps.
Who would you be the most scared of receiving 3 quick pumps from? I know immediately.
Man, I'd say like 99.99999% of the population. I'd be a little scared.
Oh, I was going super narrow. I was going just
super narrow.
I was going people we know.
Probably Dace.
Really? Because you'd be afraid he wouldn't stop?
Yeah, he probably wouldn't stop. Yeah.
I was going to say Sabian. I don't know. He might not stop either.
Yeah, Sabian wouldn't.
I'm trying to think who would be the best to get 3 quick pumps from. Who would really care? I honestly would. I would say Dace would be the best. He would really care about it.
He'd be really weird about it.
Tyler would be too nonchalant. I don't think he would. I think he would just be like, dude, what are you? Come on.
I'd feel bad. I'd be like, bro, you have a family. And you're doing this.
One of my all-time favorite open mic moments was when the Othello's Tuesday mic was running super late, and you went up after Tyler, and it was like midnight, and you were like, Tyler has a family. He's here. He's not with them right now. Oh, man. That was really funny.
I think the funniest thing that ever happened at Othello's was when that new guy went after Tyler for being a bad father randomly. That was bizarre. I think that's funny because of the audacity to do that, to be a new guy and be like, I'm going to make friends and be like, okay, you're a bad father.
I don't understand that.
No, but shout out to that guy.
That's bold.
Good guy.
God, that's so funny. Othello's is magical. I remember when I first started, I was like, God, this mic is really brutal. But now it's like one of my favorites.
Yeah. I really like it. It probably is my favorite.
I would say, I used to hate JJ's Alley. Now Othello's and JJ's are my favorites.
Yeah. It's the best.
I used to really dislike JJ's Alley. I'm not even sure why.
Because of the bombing.
Yeah, I think I had convinced myself.
The Oklahoma City bombing.
Yeah, I had convinced myself that the Murrah building would somehow still exist if I didn't attend JJ's.
I have a joke to myself in my car every morning when I'm driving to work. I have to drive by the memorial, and I'm always like, "Man, what happened to the Murrah building?" And I just do it to myself.
That's good. That's good. Does it make you laugh?
No, it's pretty sad. It's like I just say it to myself. But when people in the car and I do it,
that's good.
That's comedy.
That's real comedy.
That's comedy.
That's the comedy people are not brave enough to do anymore.
Yeah.
Because this is what the left wants. They don't want you to be able to say that.
That's like my favorite attitude in comedy right now.
Is what?
Is I can't say this. I can't say this at the dentist office. They won't let me. I can't say it at work. So I'm going to say it on stage. And if they don't like it, fuck you.
It is interesting when like somebody will just say, and it's like, it's not even funny. They'll say the most racist, insane shit you've ever heard. And they're like, oh, thought this was a comedy show.
I'm talking about apartheid and you guys aren't laughing.
I think it was pretty funny.
Yeah, that's always. I think it's funny because it's not funny. That's what makes it funny. You have to look at it from. They think it's funny because like they think it's like cool and clever.
Yeah.
I think it's funny because it's fucking crazy what you're doing right now. That's what makes it funny.
I do think that like every person that's like an edgelord in like their regular life should do some open mics to see that they're not original. They're not funny. It's everything you're saying has been said a quadrillion times before. I think that's a good exercise.
It is.
And that's my belief. Do you want to talk about your time in college? Did you remember there was a...
Yeah, man.
I would love to hear about it if you are willing to share, because you majored in English literature.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Was that...
I never did any of the required readings. I'm not even joking.
Which is funny because you read a lot.
Not as... Yeah, I like reading what I don't like reading, but if I'm reading, it's because I'm really like interested in the book. But having someone assign you a book sucks. Getting gifted a book, giving someone homework.
I'm going to give you a book someday for your birthday. I got to figure out what book would just piss you off.
I'd be really interested in the topic.
I'm going to give you my autobiography.
I'll read that.
And then I'll just quiz you about it. I'm like, in chapter 11, did you think
I'll write your autobiography.
That'd be a meta joke right there.
Yeah.
Like, wow, this guy, he didn't even write his own autobiography.
Well, I mean, like it still is an autobiography. Like Malcolm X, he didn't write his autobiography.
Really? How does that work?
It's someone tells you their life story and they write it for you.
Oh, that's how Rick Rubin wrote his book.
The guy who wrote, I always forget, the guy who wrote Roots wrote the Malcolm X one. I think. And if I'm wrong, it's not racist, all right? I'm just wrong. But I'm pretty sure I'm right.
That's what I'm going to start saying. If it's wrong, I'm not racist.
Like Chris Kyle has an autobiography, and I bet that guy never read a book in his life, so someone had to write that.
I did not know you could not write your own autobiography. That's news to me.
Yeah, they get skilled writers to do it.
That is news to me. So what's your favorite book that you've read lately that was like a voluntary read?
I haven't read in a while. I read... right now I'm reading Sam Tallent's book.
Oh, how is it?
It's really good.
What's it called? I remember...
Running the Light.
Oh, Running the Light.
And when I say reading right now, I picked it up, put it down, picked it up, put it down. I can't do audiobooks.
I like reading as well. Like listening to it, I don't quite absorb it.
I can do whatever speed I want, and then with audiobooks, my attention span's not good, and like I might miss something, and I have to rewind it.
Yeah, it's brutal.
I don't like doing that.
I remember you said the other day you read the American Psycho book.
Yeah.
You said that was quite good.
Yeah.
A little different than the movie?
That's the funniest book I've ever read.
Yeah,
it's like laugh out loud. Like funny. I really like it. It's there's only like it's like 400 pages long, but there's only like 10 pages of violence.
Whoa.
But like the violence is bad. It's so bad. 99% of that stuff is not in the book or not in the movie.
Interesting, because the movie's pretty gory.
The movie is pretty gory, but like
the book is even more.
Dude, should I describe some of the murders?
I would love to hear one.
The worst one. I'm not joking. You might have to edit this out.
Okay.
It is so bad, but we'll give it a shot. But
okay.
So like when he murdered men, he only murdered one man,
okay.
and he stabbed a homeless guy. It wasn't, and he killed his dog.
So the part in the movie where he murders his like coworker he's jealous of, that's not in the book?
Oh, that's okay. That's true. That's true. He actually okay, yeah, that's interesting because the men he like stabs them or axes them.
Okay,
that's actually not that bad.
Yeah,
that's but the women
gets a little brutal.
Like I understand why women hate this book. I totally understand it, but there's one murder where oh my God. I had to like put the book down. I had to like take a break. He got yeah, you may have to edit this out.
Okay.
He got a funnel, all right?
Oh, no.
And he shoved it in this girl's, and he got a rat. Oh. And he made the rat go in there. Oh. And then eventually he like sawed her in half and like took her eyelids off and stapled her to the ground in his apartment. Whoa. It's the worst shit ever. That's not the funny stuff. The funny stuff is just how he interacts with people. But it is really because it's the book is like a comedy. Like 95% of that book is just like comedy and like how he deals with like the yuppies of New York.
Yeah.
And then there just happens to be the worst shit ever.
Does the book go into more detail about whether or not he's hallucinating it or it's really happening?
Yeah, it's you're never really sure if it's like real or not.
Oh, okay. So it's a little ambiguous. Okay. Does it say in the book like why he snaps and turns into this murderer?
No.
Whoa.
It's like there's one chapter in the book where it's stream of consciousness.
Okay.
It's just I think it's one sentence. It's just words on a page. He's like, I'm running through Manhattan, bought some Coke, I ate the vials, I walked into a Chinese restaurant, I screamed at everyone. It's like
God.
I saw some he's also pretty racist. He'd go yell racial slurs at people randomly.
Whoa.
He'd like bump into people, fight people, run, get in the cab, do more drugs. It was like this stream of consciousness.
Wow.
He's like, I ate the vials. I threw up all over this woman. I ran into the cab. I'm like, oh my God.
Wow. What a great
It's like a few pages long. It's really good. It is funny because he's like he'll walk into a room. He's like, I see Lewis. He's wearing a double vested suit. I'm starting to think he's a homosexual.
No way.
Stuff like that.
That was a pretty good impression, actually.
It's good.
Do you think, does it ever, because for me, now I haven't read the book, but to me, I interpreted the movie a certain way, and it pisses me off when I see like guys think Patrick Bateman is cool and want to like emulate him as a Sigma male.
Yeah. You want to know something interesting?
Yes.
So the two biggest like Sigma icons, are Patrick Bateman and Tyler Durden in Fight Club.
Yeah.
Both created by gay guys.
Whoa.
Both of the authors are gay.
Whoa.
So to be Sigma, you have to be gay.
Wow. And
Bret Easton Ellis and Chuck Palahniuk.
And that tracks because every Sigma I know is the gayest guy I've ever met.
But Bret Easton Ellis, I'm pretty sure, is an own the libs guy.
Is he really?
Kind of annoyingly, yeah.
Whoa, so he's own the libs and gay?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
That's not a combination you see very often.
Yeah. Not very often.
Honestly, the biggest way to own the libs is to be gay and not be a lib.
Yeah.
It's just like,
The biggest one.
Yeah, you guys support me? Fuck you.
Yeah.
I don't care at all. Oh, you guys want me to have rights? Fuck you. Get owned. I'm going over here.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Wow.
Good read.
What do you think that says about Sigma males? That they're icons.
Well, those videos we sent each other with the lion.
I love those.
Being
with the lion. I thought you were talking
think
about different videos we sent each. No, I'm just kidding.
the stoicism videos are ridiculous.
Those are so funny. Those
And
I'm
people
not kidding.
take that seriously.
I'm not kidding. When you send me those, it makes me laugh so hard. I show everybody I know. Nobody else gets them.
Dude.
I'm not kidding. Caleb finds these videos. Here's the thing.
Instagram is ridiculous.
Here's why your sense of humor is so good. You know when like a joke has been wrung out. I don't. I'm still sending those videos all the time, and they're not funny anymore. You did it for like the perfect amount of time.
Dude, I'm just...
I'll just wring a joke dry. But so what he'll send me is
No,
it's
it's
like...
still funny.
It's videos, black and white, slow-mo videos of just like animals in the jungle walking around. And it'll be intense music with a voiceover that says like...
it's like you're either with me or against me shit.
Yeah, it's like... And it's like, if you keep talking about me behind my back, that's where you'll always stay. Behind me.
There are a few of those that like I unironically like. Not the lion ones, but there's one of Lieutenant Spears I sent it to you from Band of Brothers, where he goes, Private, the only reason you hid in that ditch is because you still think there's a chance for you to live. But Sergeant, or he says, Private, the only way to function as a soldier is to fuck, man. He says, he said, Private, the only way to function as a soldier is to realize that you're already dead.
Damn.
And it's really dumb, but I like it unironically.
I remember that clip that you guys sent of Alex Jones, and he was talking about Magellan.
Vernon Magellan's cooler than Justin Bieber.
Yeah, and you were like, unironically, that kind of got me fired up.
Yeah, he's got some inspiring moments, and then the rest is...
I just never got into Alex Jones. I
had a friend who would listen to him all the time. It would just be in the background.
It's insane. That's crazy. Every time I see like guys posting on Instagram about like how alpha males and sigma males should act, and they're like deeply unhappy, I'm like, I think if you just logged off Instagram for 12 hours, a lot of these problems would go away.
Yeah, you do not have to go to the gym. You do not have to.
You go to the gym a lot, though. You're in like really good shape.
I haven't been in a little bit. I've been slacking, but I went for a little bit.
Listen, man, New Year's resolution, no more gym.
No more gym, dude.
No more gym.
No more.
You have that joke about, well, we don't want to spoil. You have a joke about saying that your name is Mr. Muscles.
Yeah.
And like it's supposed to be like this ironic joke.
No, I'm keeping the sleeper build.
Oh, but you're getting so muscular that if you don't like, if you're wearing clothes that fit good, you say that and people are just like, yes, and go on.
You gotta wear baggy clothing.
Yeah, you gotta wear baggy clothing. If you wear the Timbs and your new LA hat with the mustache,
yeah,
shit, it's over.
New me.
New you.
I really am a new person right now.
I will say, only because I don't think you would ever tell this story. This story just popped into my head. Sigma, Alpha, whatever this was, the most impressive game spitting performance I've ever seen was put on by Caleb McCourry.
Oh yeah.
Can I tell the story?
Yeah, you can do it.
So-
I mean, it's a pretty short story, but like
It is a pretty short story.
this girl I liked would go to the open mics, and I didn't talk to her for like a few weeks, and then one week I went and I like showed up with like a haircut and Tim's and like looking really nice.
You were looking good.
And then she talked to me.
Yes.
And I said, whatever, bitch.
And it worked.
It did. It worked.
So, because I was sitting on the couch like 10 feet away. So I don't know what was said, but here's what I saw. You're at the bar. She walks up to you. I mean, she's talking real animated, and you're like kind of not even looking at her. You're just like kind of chilling, and then she pulls.
I was looking at her.
You were just chilling.
I don't think I was as nonchalant as you think I was.
You told her to do a twirl. You pulled out a tape measure to get her measurements.
Yeah.
You wrote them down. And you're like,
I did all that. Yeah.
No, so you were just really nonchalant, really chilling. I was freaking out. I was like, oh my God, don't look, Cody. You're going to fucking blow it. And so, because I was edging. I got to stop.
I knew you were edging.
So I'm watching. She's talking to you and she's like so into it. She pulls out her phone and she's like, and you like type in your number and you're like, whatever. And
I did not say whatever.
And then you go sit down and she's like, oh, okay, I guess
No,
that's
she
it.
left. She left first.
I don't know.
Because I bought her a shot, and then I thought I was pretty excited because I told her like, I'll take you out Friday. We'll do this and that, and then she left.
You were so nonchalant though.
So yeah, just didn't care. Just shitting my pants. Yeah, I don't care.
Oh, I get it. You didn't care because you're gay.
Yeah.
You're like
Sigma.
Which just was a guy.
I'm gay Sigma.
True Sigmas are raging homosexuals.
I was at the party last night.
Yeah.
I hit on a girl.
No way.
And
How'd it go?
she was not into it at all.
That's all right. You're getting reps in.
She didn't even like ask for my name or anything. She's like, all right, I'm gonna go over here. It was nice talking to you. And I was like,
nice talking to you.
Bitch, I hate you like so much. Fuck you.
That's funny. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. I remember the only real fight we've ever been in is when.
Oh yeah. We squared that. We squared that.
We did immediately. But I remember I interrupted a game spitting session, and we were trying to think of earlier like stuff that actually makes you mad. If somebody gets in your way. If you've locked on to prey and somebody gets in your way.
Yeah, locked on to prey.
And I wasn't even trying to like hit on this girl. I was just like being goofy and stupid. And you were like, hey, dumbass.
We're all guilty of that.
I'm trying to do something here. And I just didn't even realize it at the time.
We're all too silly sometimes. We've all gotten too silly.
Oh, man. Gosh, that's so funny. Sigma male. That's a good revelation. I'm so glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Let's see. So you majored in English literature. Trying to think. You worked for, okay, so I know we've only talked about it a little. You worked for the student newspaper and you covered a lot of sporting events. Were there any that you were a part of that were just crazy? Because you're a huge OU fan. And you went to OU.
I went to cover the OU game at UCLA, which is at the Rose Bowl.
Oh, that's
But it wasn't
nice.
it was the stadium, but not the Rose Bowl. It's just where UCLA plays. And OU wins, whatever, do our stories, leave the press box, leave the stadium. We're waiting for an Uber and outside the stadium, and we're like right in front of like the Rose Bowl sign. There's like a circle drive, and we're just standing there, like 100 yards over there. We just hear pop, 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 and like driving.
Was it real?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Like 6 people died.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then we
You were the one firing?
yeah.
Sorry, keep going.
Then we got in the Uber and we got pizza.
Whoa, it was that casual?
Yeah, I didn't care.
Damn.
No, there was one point where
The shooter was a hot chick. She asked for your number. You didn't even give a shit.
yeah, I didn't give a shit, dude. There was one point where we were just kind of standing there like, what the fuck? And a car started speeding towards us.
Oh, no.
Like speeding. And we were just kind of staying there. And then like the car like stopped in front of us. And we were like getting ready to like duck for cover. And this lady gets out and she says, did you hear that? There was a shooting. And I was like, you bitch. What the fuck? Why would you do that?
You were like, how old are you? She
It
said
was
41, and you said, get the fuck
It
out
was
of here.
funny because the 2 people I was with, the editor, the sports editor, and the photographer. My editor at the time had a broken ankle, so he was like in crutches. And
he would have been
the photographer was like carrying like a bunch of like camera stuff.
Double dead.
And so like they didn't have time to react, and I wasn't holding anything. I was like, fuck you guys. I was like ready to like get down.
I think that's one of those situations you don't have to be the fastest, you just can't be the slowest.
Yeah. True. That's
That's
what I learned.
Your editor and photographer would have been dead.
Yeah.
They would have been dead, and you would have been recording a Prime Halasti motivational Sigma meme.
Dude, yeah.
If you're carrying equipment.
Yeah, if you got baggage, stay out of my fucking way.
Oh, that's good.
If you have baggage, stay out of my life.
If you're carrying baggage, you'll be carrying it alone. When danger comes, if your baggage slows you down, I won't slow down to help you.
Can you help me with my bags? No.
Sigma male.
Yeah, that's my favorite memory.
Who do you think is the most Sigma person we know? You can do ironically or unironically.
Sigma, probably John Wallen. He once posted he sent me, maybe he posted on a story. I can't remember. He posted something about doing push-ups in the rain.
Oh, wow.
Or maybe he sent it to me and it was like a Sigma post.
Was he being serious?
I don't know.
That's really funny.
I hope he was serious.
That is really funny. Not even just in the rain, but just John doing push-ups would be hilarious.
Dude, I'm so sorry. I have to go pee.
Hey.
I have to pee so bad.
You do it. We got an in-studio bathroom right there.
I'll take the microphone with me.
Now, the door is broken, and I do have cameras set up in there. So,
that's funny, Cody.
How was the pee, by the way? We're back. Caleb's back.
It was good. That was good.
Emptied the bladder. That's always a good feeling.
It's always a good feeling, dude.
The next question I had written down is worst advice you have ever given or been given. I wanted to have both just in case you've ever given some horrible advice that you couldn't believe you said, or if somebody ever told you something where you're like, oh, you're an idiot.
I try to avoid advice, giving advice. I mean, because I don't know, man. I'm just too silly.
I guess.
I'm just too silly for that. I never have any good tags for jokes. I never really know, especially with jokes.
Let me pick your brain on a joke real quick. Let me get some tags from you.
Do it. Do it right now. My advice would be like, oh, what if you exploded? That would be funny.
I remember that joke you had for a while.
What if you exploded?
What if you fucking exploded?
What if you, what if you just took your clothes off? That'd be funny. No one would see that coming.
That is true.
And I don't know what the worst advice I'd gotten is. I don't know. I don't think I've ever like received any advice that like backfired on me.
No one's ever led you astray?
I don't think so.
Wow, that's good.
What about you? What's the worst advice you've ever given? I want to know that.
All my advice is super logical, cerebral, like no emotion. So I like when people ask me like about following their dreams, I'm like, what's your income looking like? What's the cost of living in that area? What's kind of your backup plan? What is your, you kind of have to have like the third door mentality. Have you ever heard that before?
Mm-mm.
So like the primary door to get something, like to achieve something is kind of like, I might fuck this up, but it's like the primary door is kind of like the VIP entrance to a club. That's where the anointed few get to go through. The second door, general admission. You just get in the back of the line and wait your turn and hope you get in. The third door is you like know the cook and he sneaks you in the back way. Or you get a job as a janitor and you stay after hours and sneak in. Like you make your own path. So I'd be asking like, what's your third door strategy? So I think that people don't like that type. In my experience,
I mean, it's the most important one.
People really don't like that type of advice. The worst advice I've ever been given, I would say any advice that's the opposite of that. Like when people ask like, what's your plan with comedy? And I kind of start laying out the progression steps. Like, no, dude, you just got to follow your dreams. I'm like, yeah, what the fuck do you think I'm doing? Like, this is what that looks like.
Yeah.
And then this, you know what? This is what makes me the most mad is when people say like, if you listen to big time comedians, they'll talk about how they just moved to New York City and went for it. And the grind and the struggle.
Yeah, but not everyone's like that.
But, well, here's my take. I think it's survivorship bias. For every one big-time comedian that made it by just moving and being broke and figuring it out, 10,000 fail. But you only hear from the person that made it because nobody wants to hear from the fucking failures.
Yeah.
So why not have a plan to give yourself a better chance of success?
Yeah. There is no 100% success path.
Yeah, so you got to hedge your bets a little bit. You got to give yourself, like, I don't want to move to a new scene and be broke and have no connections and not be good enough at comedy, you know?
I feel like you got to have
You got to have two.
You got to have income.
100%.
You have to have income.
You gotta have a job.
Not necessarily that, but like able to like survive.
You either have to have a job or you have to have budgeted enough like for a few months of living expenses to like get your feet. You can't just fucking move with no job, no car, no plan. Like that's crazy.
That's nuts.
We know people who have done that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess bad advice. I give
But
it.
you used to be able to do that though. You used to be able to rent a room for 50 cents and bring a guitar
and just get after it
and just do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Not anymore, dude.
Not anymore. Now it's $1.
Now it's $1.
And you don't have to bring a guitar. You got to bring your ass.
Yeah. You have to get molested.
You got that's the Sigma male shit right there.
That is Sigma.
You can get room free if you're Sigma. Let's see. Oh, a little game of Would You Rather. I crafted. This is a question tailor made for you.
Would you rather eat your own arm or eat your dad's arm?
My dad's for sure.
Really?
Wait. Look, question are both of our arms already detached, or if I eat his, I get to keep mine?
No, man. You gotta eat it raw.
No. I'm saying like if I eat his arm, do I still have both my arms?
Oh yeah.
I would have to eat his arm.
Dang.
I just don't want to have one arm.
That's his window washing's gonna get a lot harder.
Yeah. Well, when is this? Is this like tomorrow, or is this in the future?
You call him right now.
It has to be right now.
And you trick him.
I'd have to eat my arm then.
Yeah.
Because I don't.
You gotta eat your arm.
Yeah. Like if I was more successful or established, I could probably support us both. But you know, he still provides for himself, and I do not. So I would have to eat my own arm. I'd get some material out of it.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm like, hey, which hand do you think I jerk off with?
Would you rather? This is a good one.
Okay.
Would you rather punch your mom in the face hard and you can't like explain yourself for a year?
Oh,
or would you rather break both of your legs right now?
What bone? Where am I breaking him?
Your choice.
Okay.
You got to break both of them though, and you got to use this room. You got to use.
I have to find something in this room to break him with.
Yeah.
Can I point to an object and you break it with the object, or I have to break my own legs?
No, don't bring me into this, man. You gotta do it.
Oh my! I can't get a phone a friend. Jesus. Oh God! If I could choose the bone, I would probably break both my own legs. But if it was like mandatory femur, I would probably have to punch my mom. Because I've heard breaking a femur is in excruciating.
I don't even think you can do that in here.
Yeah, I don't know if I have the equipment in here. You know what? I think the technicality of this question, it doesn't come down to the legs or the face punch. It comes down to the resources in this room.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. I got to look around. What could I break my legs with? I could break them with this clock, maybe. I mean, I could, if that fell on me, that wouldn't break. It would hurt. I don't think it'd break both my legs.
All right, I got a good one.
Yeah?
It's not a would you rather. It's a hypothetical.
Okay.
Punch your mom in the face for $5 million.
That's a good amount of money.
You can't explain to your mom for 5 years why you did it. Not until 5 years later, you're like, I got $5 million. And she can't know that you have the money either. So you can't just be flouting it.
I don't think I could do it.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
I know $5 million is kind of like, that's getting close to that set for life territory, but I don't know. I mean, that is really bad. I just couldn't do it. No, I couldn't do it. Even though, like, logically, you would probably just be like, $5 million would be way better than whatever you... Yeah, I just couldn't do it. I really love my mom.
5 years is a long time.
5 years is a long time. 5 hours, maybe. I don't even know if I could go 5 days.
I would do 5 hours.
5 hours, I could do it. 5 days, I don't think I could do it. Do you want to answer any of these would you rathers? You asked me all the would you rathers. Okay.
Yes.
Same ones or different ones?
Different ones.
Okay. I have one tailor made for you. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah.
Would you rather be the person flying the plane in your okay, reset. Would you rather? It's 9/11. Would you rather be flying the plane that hit the first tower or the second tower?
Earlier I said second because the first one looks like an accident. But the first one's like, it's goofier, you know, it's silly, you know. It's just like a better time.
You'd rather hit the first tower.
I'm thinking first tower now because like you're making waves immediately.
You're the first guy to hit the tower.
Yeah.
Okay.
A sillier time.
It's a sillier time. And you get... Do you think the first pilot got to pick which tower he hit and the second guy just had to adapt? Or do you think it each had a tower?
That's a good question.
That is a good question. I'll give myself credit. That was a great question.
I bet honestly the first guy had better odds.
Yeah.
Because he's like, well, if I miss one, I can maybe hit the other. The other guy had to hit the other one.
Yeah. The first guy kind of got to like, you could adjust your approach angle where from a certain perspective, they're side by side. So if you kind of miss one, you'll hit the other. But that second guy, you can't hit the first one twice. How embarrassing would it have been if they hit the first one twice and didn't hit the second one?
Yeah.
That would have been.
That would be embarrassing.
Did I ever tell you about the joke I tried to make work about 9/11?
Mm-mm.
I think everybody when they're new has at least one 9/11 joke they try. But
not me.
I know one of yours.
What is it? Do I have a 9/11 joke?
Yeah.
On stage?
Yeah.
What did I say?
You don't remember? You go,
oh yeah. I forgot. Forgot about that. I don't even like consider that a joke. That's why I forgot.
do you want to tell it or is it you're saving it?
I'll save it.
Okay, it's good. It's really good, folks. It's his closer. If he's ever bombing really bad.
Yeah, it's my closer if I hate the crowd.
If the crowd consists of 3 people at an open mic, he will close with it. No, my joke about 9/11 I tried to make work was, what if it was an accident, but they were so embarrassed they just kind of went with terrorism? Like, what if they were like,
oh yeah,
what if they hijacked the planes because they're like, we can fucking fly these things. Everybody insults our intel. We can fucking fly, and then they both crashed, and then they're so embarrassed. They're like, it was on purpose.
They meant to take them hostage, but like they meant to take them somewhere else.
No, they meant to land them safely.
Yeah,
they meant to hijack the planes and safely land them just to prove that they could fly them. But then they hit the only 2 big objects in the sky, and they were so embarrassed. They were like, we hate America.
Yeah.
That was my joke. It never worked.
That's
only one person
awesome.
told me he liked it.
Say Leo Mendez.
Leo gives interesting compliments.
Yeah.
He's a fun guy.
After 9/11, is that when Guantanamo was made? I know after 9/11, like, we put hundreds of people in Guantanamo.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know enough about it.
Hundreds.
Oh, wait.
But now...
I got to say one thing about Leo Mendez.
Go ahead.
This is my one thing about Leo before we... I will say, he has, like, the best attitude because we'll be at JJ's. It's 9:30 p.m. The musician is like, please let me go on stage. The crowd is non-existent. Everybody fucking hates you. And Leo will look at you and be like, can you believe we get to do this? That's a direct quote.
I always see the opposite. Like every time, if you ask Leo how he is, he's like, I'm here.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Every
that's
time.
Mind-blowing. Maybe he's like trying to psych himself up. Anyway, what were you saying about Guantanamo?
Oh, yeah.
Leo's a good guy. What were we saying about Gitmo?
Gitmo. I think. I don't. I mean, it's a secret, but apparently there's like only like 30 people there now.
Really?
Yeah, and apparently the architect, the main architect of 9/11, besides Bin Laden, he's still there.
I didn't even know there was a second guy.
America is evil. It is. I read a book about the CIA.
Yeah.
And this lady was in the CIA for a long time. She wrote a book. And, because of the names in the Middle East, like millions upon millions upon millions of people are named Muhammad.
Yeah.
And like similar surnames.
Yeah.
They would like nab the wrong person and just like imprison them for years.
God.
And we did that. Your country does that. It's just something to think about.
Hey, that's honestly that's what this pod's all about.
Yeah,
I want people to think
about it.
And that's damn.
Yep. Think about that. Think about that, dude. Could you join the CIA?
I swear I was just about to ask you the same thing. Okay, let me think. Could I join the CIA? You think as well. I'm trying to think. They
have this, have you heard of the farm?
It's like the training thing?
Yeah, training facility, and it's like buildings and actors, and you got to like go through stuff.
Whoa.
Different.
I don't know if I could do it. I really don't. I don't know. I think
according to the book, a lot of like it's not like secret spy kung fu shit.
Oh, okay. What is it?
It's like gathering information, and usually sometimes it's like paying people for information.
Oh, I would be okay with that.
Remember? Have you seen Zero Dark 30?
Yeah.
Where they had informants, and he was like, "I'll buy you a Lambo. Can I buy you a Lambo?" And he buys that guy a Lambo.
Vaguely, yeah.
Yeah, that's like kind of what we do. We just have like, we'll give you tens of millions of dollars if you let us kill this guy.
Just let us kill your cousin.
Kill this guy, please.
We know your cousin is hiding in some fucking cave.
Yeah.
Just tell us which one. We will get you a Lamborghini Urus.
Yeah.
That is Jessica Chastain. So hot in that movie. Hot in every movie.
That movie's good.
That is a good movie. I'm not a huge like based on a true story movie person. I kind of like.
I love Catherine Bigelow, the director.
Okay.
Have you seen The Hurt Locker? She made
years
that
ago.
movie.
Yeah. Okay.
That's like one of my favorite movies.
That's Jeremy Renner diffusing bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So good.
Well, that's where he like takes off all. He's like, if I'm gonna die comfortable.
Yeah.
I remember that part.
There's enough bang in here to blow us all to Jesus. No, dude. When I saw Zero Dark 30, I saw it in theaters.
Ooh.
For some reason.
It's good.
And I didn't know it was going to end like that. I didn't know they were going to show it.
Yeah.
So like, I thought it was just going to be like, it wasn't boring, but like, like office stuff is how she, found Bin Laden and what they did. And then it cuts to going to Area 51. And then like they cut to the mission where like everything goes dark, goes the helicopters. I was like, what the fuck? They're going to show us?
Yeah.
We're going to get to see this shit.
You know what I actually loved was like I think it's the final scene, because throughout the movie she becomes like more and more hardcore. Yeah. And then at the very end, like the weight of the journey kind of hits her and she's like sitting in the plane alone and she starts crying. I actually really liked that scene.
Trauma.
I liked that scene a lot. I was like, let it out, Jessica. You did it.
Bin Laden, dude. Is there footage?
I don't know.
Because they do that now where they have cameras.
Yeah.
And they just go in and kill someone.
If they live stream that on Twitch, what kind of viewership numbers do you think it'd get? Probably incredible.
Yeah.
Probably.
I mean,
I would probably check it out.
You're in like the home of an HMO CEO. It's like, I'm gonna kill this guy. That would be crazy.
Oh my god.
Twitch would take it down. Oh,
I bet Kick would leave it up.
Yeah. Remember Live Leaks?
I never like got it. I've only just kind of heard stories about it. Intense stuff.
Yeah.
Were you streaming some goon sessions on there?
I had a friend who was like on there a lot and just like show us random stuff at lunch. I'm like, what the hell?
I feel like you can get desensitized to like literal beheadings before too long. It is amazing what the human brain.
Movies are like that too. It looks pretty real in movies.
Yeah, it does.
Dude, there's this one movie. It's not called August Osage County, but it's something like that. August Osage County might be like a family drama that I'm thinking of that I've seen, but there's a movie with a similar name, something county, August something county, and it's like found footage movie, and I haven't seen it yet. I've only seen like the trailer, but it's just about a bunch of guys who like kidnap people and murder them in like the worst ways, like on a camcorder.
Jeez.
And it's fake, of course, but like we don't know.
That's what they want you to think.
We don't know. There's like some messed up movies like that.
That is interesting.
I've never seen Faces of Death.
Neither have I.
Have you heard of that?
No, I haven't even heard of it.
It's back in the 80s or 90s, there was this VHS going. It wasn't in theaters or anything. It's just this VHS going around, and it was just clips of like people dying in different ways. It was like really popular.
Damn.
It was like Two Girls, One Cup. You know how that like it's not like it's not advertised anywhere, but people know about it.
Yeah.
Faces of Death was like that.
And it was in the 90s, you said?
Yeah.
So in the 90s, if somebody handed you a random VHS tape, it was either Faces of Death or the original South Park.
Yeah.
And you just had to find out.
Yeah.
That's epic.
That's so cool.
Okay, so I usually try to not talk as much about comedy, but I don't know, it is the most fun topic. I want to know, you can pick which one to answer, or you can answer both. What is the worst show you've ever done, or the worst bomb you've ever had?
Worst bomb was in this neighborhood at the golf club.
That's right. You did that show there.
Yeah. I hosted.
What made it so bad? Like,
because I did the school shooter joke like immediately.
I've seen that. You posted that clip online.
Which is not like it's really not that bad.
It's not that bad.
It's just people used to call me school shooter in high school as a joke. And now we go as a joke. And it's really not that bad.
Yeah.
It's just the word school shooter. People freak out. And
that one lady
I was
like,
the host.
Not funny.
Not funny. Or you can't say that.
Yeah, something like that.
But yeah, and it was just downhill from there.
And you shot her.
It wasn't really like, and then I shot her in the tits. It wasn't like catastrophic or anything. It was just like, it makes me feel bad because like I'm the first guy to go up and they hate me and I have to do my time.
Oh, that's funny. How much time did you
do? 10.
Okay, so it wasn't like a marathon.
It's not horrible. And then Will Burnson got up, did really good for 20.
Oh, nice.
And then Mike Baldwin went up and did an hour.
Whoa, an hour? Holy shit. How'd he do?
Really good.
Wow. Damn. I don't even know who Mike Baldwin is.
He's from St. Louis or Kansas City.
Damn, he did an hour? Was it all material? Was he doing crowd work? How was he?
Both.
Wow.
We know he's a headliner.
Yeah, I mean, headline. I think that's the thing that I learned the most. Like, obviously, I've only been doing comedy 3 years. Going to learn a lot. But one of the things I realized is like, before you've done it, it's easy to like watch different specials and be like, this comedian sucks. But then when you start doing it, you realize like every headliner is great. They may not be your taste, but they're really fucking good.
Yeah.
Like
they can do it.
If somebody's doing it for a living, they are fucking incredible. May not be your taste, but they really are an expert at the craft.
They got the formula.
Yeah,
they got the secret formula.
It is impressive to see like how the level changes, like when you watch somebody that knows what they're doing. So that was your worst, Bob? That's not even that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I don't have any like really bad stories.
Really? Damn.
Not really. I don't have.
Have you ever done a show that was just complete disaster or like a funny?
Yeah, we were on it. What was it? The 420 show.
420 show.
Where got double booked.
Dude, I remember that. Holy shit.
God. It's funny because I hosted, but then
You did?
there
Oh my
was
God.
supposed to be a showcase with me, you, Tyler, Brett, John, and Adrian, and someone else probably.
Brandon, I think.
Brandon, yeah.
Yeah.
Brandon, he was really high.
Yeah, he was.
That was funny. That was a good time. Hanging out with everyone was a good time.
Yeah.
But AJ Wilkerson, I think. Yeah. And I mean, dude, like the flyer was up forever and it had all of our faces.
Yeah.
And AJ showed up and he was like, "Wait, I brought 2 comics with me."
I think he brought 3.
Yeah, I brought 3 comics with me and I'm headlining. And so I guess we just agreed, or Adrian and him agreed that they would just do. They let me go on first,
Yeah,
which
that
was cool.
sick.
But then
you had to host a 4-hour show.
Well, I had to stay there. They were shotgunning it, so I would just do my time. I called up the next person, then they called up the next person, and then after AJ got off, they were all there for AJ.
Yeah.
And then I got on stage like, all right, we got 6 more comics, and 75% of the place left.
Yes.
That was funny.
So I think, correct me if I'm wrong on the logistical understanding. We thought we were going there for a showcase show for 420 that AJ Wilkerson was also going to be on.
Yeah.
And he was going to be the draw to move tickets.
Yeah.
He thought it was like a normal show, so he brought his road people, and he was
Yeah.
like, "No, we're doing a 90-minute show."
Yeah.
And so they did a 90-minute show. It's over. The audience is like, "Well, we saw AJ just do a fucking 45 to an hour," and then you come up and you're like, "We actually have another 2-hour show for you guys." And 75% of them were like, "I'm out of here."
Also,
and then we did another 2-hour show.
The venue's fault too for doing that.
It was interesting.
It was basically a double booking. And dude, shout out to Adrian for getting us paid, because they were kind of on the fence for like, oh, we don't really want to pay you. You know, it's like, no, you put this together technically.
Yeah, that is true. He did get us the money. That one was so funny. I remember I ate shit pretty hard at that one. That was tough. Tough night.
Well, people were ready to go.
And you hosted for like 4 hours. That was incredible.
Yeah. Well, it was
in
just
the
like
pocket.
went up, hosted for 5 seconds, and then waited an hour and a half, and then did the rest. So
But,
didn't really.
I mean, because what'd you do, 20 minutes of material in between each comic?
yeah, 20 minutes in between. Yeah,
So you did about an hour and a half of your set? Yeah.
I just said the same set over and over again.
I think that's what that would be fun. So like tonight for the show where we're doing like a minute and a half, what if I had like a 45-second joke, but I just told it twice?
Yeah, you should do that.
That would be funny.
That would be funny.
I just don't.
Why not do that?
Well, honestly, it's for kind of pussy reasons, because I never like get spots at the club,
Oh yeah,
and I don't.
yeah. You have to try.
So I don't want to.
I wouldn't do it either.
Yeah, I know. I would do it at like if it was just like a random bar show. I think it'd be like a fun idea, but I don't want to be disrespectful and screw myself even further. But I don't know. I think
I'm excited for the show though. I just want to watch.
it will be bizarre, dude. I gotta tell you, on last Sunday when we went there for that show, I always thought the food at Bricktown was terrible, and you were like, you should try the wings. The wings are good.
Wings are good.
The wings are good.
Yeah, I like boneless. Everyone calls me a bitch, but
I like boneless too.
I don't like getting messy,
Yeah, I can eat it with silverware.
and I feel like I'm getting more from a boneless. It's like bigger.
all your logic is tracking for me.
I like eating it with a fork. It's chicken nuggets, but it's good.
It is good.
I love mild and buffalo. Or is
The-
that the same thing? Mild and buffalo?
I don't know actually.
They taste the same.
They're good. It's whatever it is. It's good.
It's good.
I think the way you're. I think that's just like the Sigma male way to eat wings.
Yeah, super gay.
Yeah. I had this joke. Maybe my delivery's improved. I can make it work now. Tell me what you think of this. I'm not surprised buffaloes can't fly. Have you ever seen the size of their wings?
Nice.
Pretty good, huh? What if I just said that 10
I'm not
times tonight?
surprised buffalo can't fly. They're buffalo and they don't have wings. And if you've ever seen them, like they can't.
I'm not surprised Buffalo can't fly.
Can you hear me if I do this?
Kind of. Yeah. I can hear you okay.
There we go. I'm just kind of like stretching my arm.
That's pretty good. It's a pretty good pose.
It's pretty awesome, dude.
Is that is that an edge or a goon setup?
That's a goon.
What's something about you that you just love telling people you don't get to tell people very often?
I'm a pretty fun guy. Doing the Kawhi Leonard.
I was just thinking, is that the Kawhi Leonard?
I'm a pretty fun guy.
Ha 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 ha.
People say I'm scary,
You are kind of scary.
but I'm really nice. I'm really nice. I'm not doing a bit. I'm really nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm really nice too.
You actually are. I would say you're very kind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Very kind.
We have a very warm heart. That is, you wouldn't think so when you first meet you. You're like kind of a scary
Just
guy.
have a resting bitch face. It's a very serious face.
Yeah, you're very like stoic, very alpha male. Alpha and sigma at the same time.
No, I'm just gay.
Alpha and sigma at the same
Yeah,
time.
it is the same thing.
Yeah.
It's literally the same thing.
Yeah.
That's the biggest takeaway from this episode.
Yeah, I think the biggest takeaway from this episode is edging, gooning, and alpha sigma gay. That kind of sounds like a fraternity. Alpha sigma gay.
Alpha Sigma gay. Alpha Ligma balls.
Were you in a fraternity at OU?
No,
No.
I was not. That shit's expensive.
Oh, you have to pay. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
gotta pay. And fraternities always got in trouble at OU.
I remember when I was in college, one got in huge trouble because they posted a video of them yelling a song with the N word in it or something.
SAE.
Yes.
That was OU.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Sigma Alpha Epsilon. That was huge news. And OU always got in trouble for racist stuff. Always. Every semester there was a big event. I remember there was a professor who he was old and he was talking about the phrase "okay boomer,"
Yeah.
and he said calling me a boomer is like calling a black person, and he said it.
No way.
And people went nuts.
Whoa. I can't believe he said it. Did he say A or ER?
ER.
Oh, man.
And then there was a
Wait, did he get fired? Did he have tenure and he just went back to class?
I can't remember. I definitely went on leave. We had a sexual harassment thing. I don't want to say we. I don't like saying we. With
You mean you specifically?
yeah, me
had a
specifically. No,
sexual
our
harassment.
president, David Boren, he was like longtime OU president. Everybody loved him.
Yeah,
I never understood it.
Oh, he's bad?
And like this is gonna sound like fake, but like everyone loved him. I didn't.
You saw right through it, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, college is like very culty. So like when like people like love a certain person, it's like, this is weird.
Yeah.
It's like, you really, but yeah, no, he got in trouble for sexually harassing his, office workers and aides.
Damn.
And what's crazy, there's a statue of him, and
Is it still up?
I need to go check.
Whoa.
But the statue was brand new because he had just retired and it was a big deal. And he cut ties with the university because if you cut ties with the university, Title IX can't investigate.
Oh my gosh.
And I think his statue's still up.
Wow.
And he cut ties with the university.
Yeah, I remember the trio. Was it Bourne, Castiglione, and Bob Stoops were like legendary.
Yeah.
They were all there together a long time.
Yeah. It's Harry's Castiglione and BV. But yeah, and then there was this other thing. It was someone's private Snapchat story of this girl. She was wearing, I think she put like eyeshadow all over her face. And she said,
no.
"I'm a," like just saying the N words, like, "Look, I'm
God,
a," and it got spread around, and that was like a big thing at OU
Why
too.
would she do that?
Private story.
I know, but I just can't imagine why
Just
you
having a good time with privately with her friends, Cody.
I just can't imagine a camera pointed at me and saying, like, it just can't end well.
But like colleges are dark places. Academia is a shithole.
You think so?
Yes.
What about
egos and if you're like a research, like a lot of like people there are like trying to like, be intellectuals, make it big like us. And there's also
Big
there's also 20 to 30,000 young people.
Yeah.
Impressionable young people.
Yeah.
And so like, it's just a lot of bad stuff happens. And a lot of drinking and
yeah, you're famously against drinking, if I remember correctly.
yeah, I don't like drinking.
You're like
I don't drink.
Huge anti-alcohol guy.
Anti-alcoholic. Anti-alcoholic, dude.
Do you have any New Year's resolutions for 2025? Do you do New Year's resolutions?
I don't think so. I'm gonna be a new person.
Just kind of in like a general vague sense?
Yeah.
I like that.
In a cool, vague sense.
It's like just whatever you were before, you're like way cooler now.
Dude, the Bob Dylan movie changed me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're gonna start playing
Just
some music?
Be cool and mysterious.
Yeah. I've always wanted to be that my whole life.
And be unbothered by the general public.
Another good one. Cool and mysterious, I've wanted to be my whole life, but I'm just kind of
What's your New Year's?
Loud and warm.
What's your New Year's resolution?
I don't know if I have. If I did have to make one, I would say be more disciplined. I kind of I think this year I was busy a lot, but I don't know if I was like productive busy. A lot of it, I was just like doing tasks. And yeah, they needed to be done, but it was like, I think I could have, maybe discipline's the wrong word, be better at prioritization, be kind of like locked in on what the main thing is. Establish the priorities, lock in on those, kind of filter out the rest a little bit.
Very nice.
So I'm gonna really focus in on edging versus gooning.
I want to take bigger shits.
That is a good New Year's resolution. Is there any final thoughts to add for the people?
I don't. I'm not. Yeah. Off the top of my head, I'm not very good.
Hey, that's fair. That's fair. They do call you the king of riffing. You know that?
Yeah.
They call you the king of crowd work and the king of riffing. That's kind of what you're known for.
Yeah.
Because you never write material, you just get up there and wing it.
Yeah, it's what I'm famously known for. Riffing. That's what you're known for. You can riff.
I can riff a little bit. I just get up
You're
there.
You're good at riffing.
Get up there, start cutting it loose. Caleb, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me, Cody.
This has been an honor and a privilege. You made me laugh a lot, and we learned a lot together.
It has been an honor and a privilege.
Yeah, we got to wrap this up so we can start our edge session.
Yeah.
So, again,
we're behind schedule. My balls are swollen.
When you made the edging jokes earlier, it was like really funny, well timed. Now I've said it like 400 times. It's like lost its.
I'm not gonna edge. You know what? It's 2025. I'm gonna come.
Oh wow! All right. Well, we got to wrap this up. I gotta see. Caleb, thanks for coming on the show. We'll see you next time.
Bye.